Might have seen it last night. Carlos Rodon, another rough start for the Yankees. Knocked out in the fourth inning by the Tigers. Gave up 7 runs. Rodon, a big free agent signing for the Yankees in the offseason. And they have gotten next to nothing out of him in year one. Now, big money free agent deals dominate the headlines, but they remain a dicey investment. Rodon is not the only first-year free agent struggling in year one. So time for a little report card at the top of the food chain. Let's do a little digging in. You know, it doesn't get much worse for a free agent than the debut season in the Bronx for Carlos Rodon. Rodon had been an erratic performer with an injury history, but last year for the Giants, he led all of baseball in strikeout percentage among qualifiers. The Yankees bet big on Rodon. 6 years, $162 million. That's $27 million a year. That's a small aircraft carrier, as we say in the business. And even the Yankees can only have so many of them on their roster. But Rodon should not take all the heat. Here are some of the puzzling performances for the big money free agent class of 2023. Start with Rodon, ERA 6.60 in just over 46 innings. He's also barely pitched. Jacob deGrom, 5 years, $185 million for Texas. He's pitched just over 30 innings. He's done for the year. Carlos Correa, 6 years, $200 million from the Twins. His worst year as a pro. Below league average hitting, a WAR of 1.3. Edwin Diaz, 5 years, $102 million from the Mets. Got hurt in that celebration in the WBC. Has not pitched all year. Fluke injury, yes. But also, the Mets get nothing for the investment as of now. Andrew Benintendi, 5 years, $75 million. Biggest free agent in White Sox history. Below league average hitting, WAR just above replacement level. It's amazing. The one thing you think you're buying on the free agent market is certainty, right? Think about it. There's a track record. There's an open market. But we've done the studies on these things for over a decade on this show now. And a full half, 50%, half of the free agent deals done by major league clubs are deals they will later regret. Money is only partially the issue. The main problem is opportunity cost. When you have a big money player on your roster and he's struggling, you will wait for years hoping to get some of that investment back. And as you do that, opportunities for other players, other moves, they just float on by. The main issue is not the money, it's the years. And this year, 5 deals went 7 years or longer. That includes 2 11-year contracts. The Phillies did it with Trea Turner. The Padres did it for Xander Bogarts. Unheard of, 11 years. But clubs were looking to reduce the average annual value, the AAV, of the contract, so they lengthened the deal to lower the hit on the luxury tax. Feels good up front, right? Won't feel as good 8 years from now when you got a shortstop playing first base with not enough power to carry the position. And you still have 2 to 3 years left on that deal. Now, Turner has famously turned it around, right? After a bad start, and the fans have embraced him. Bogarts actually got off to a pretty good start. But here's where they stand right now. OPS plus for Bogarts, it's not bad. 111, 107 for Trea Turner now. The WAR, just over 3 for Bogarts, almost 3 for Trea Turner. They're not having bad years, but they're not having excellent years. And look at that top number. It's year one of 11. You ideally want a guy who makes 25 to 27 million a year to have a 5 or a 6 win season. The Phillies and Padres really need that on the front end to make this work. And it's not happening right now. All right. How about some good news? There is good news. I'm not grading very strictly here. I'm going to be pretty lenient. Try to get some good news. Wilson Contreras, 5 years, $87 million from the Cardinals. Remember, he took a beating this year, took a lot of heat, got benched, and yet, right now, he's got a 116 OPS plus. A catcher, typically the weakest offensive position on the diamond. He's having a 3-win season. I know that's about what Bogarts has given the Padres, but Contreras' contract is $200 million cheaper. 200. I'm sorry, that counts. Brandon Nimmo, 8 years, $162 million for the Mets. That was an overpay, but he's having a good year, staying healthy, 124 OPS plus. He was good early when the Mets were contending. Now, Justin Verlander wasn't pitching at the beginning of the season, and he got off to a slow start. He did not help the Mets that much this year. But right now, Verlander has 136 innings and a 3.23 ERA. That's an ERA plus of 130, 30% better than league average. Had the Mets played well, he'd be a mainstay for them right now. If you want to call this a failure, fine, but it was more of timing than performance. Next, Dansby Swanson, 7 years, $177 million for the Cubs. Remember, that was seen as the affordable shortstop contract. Swanson has been everything promised. League average hitting, but he is #1 among shortstops in outs above average, the StatCast defensive metric. He can field. He's already over 4 WAR, and he's helped the Cubs get into playoff position. And finally, there's Aaron Judge. The Yankees' disaster is not his fault. He was having a great season when he got injured crashing into a fence, making a great catch. By the way, there's a big difference between doing that and having a hamstring or an oblique, if you know what I'm saying. His on-base is almost 400. He's slugging over 600. Judge has only played 86 games, and it's a 9-year deal, but I'm not willing to crush this deal. The Yankees needed that bat. Judge has come through, got injured making a great play. So here's the overall report card. We're looking at 12 deals above $75 million for MLB free agents last winter. And even being lenient, calling Judge, Nimmo, Contreras deals good for their clubs, we're looking at 7 of those 12 as being deals that could easily be regrettable. I'm not being negative. I'll say 7 of 12 major investments being not off to a rousing start. How's that? Am I being fair? And that is not a good batting average.